Before I begin my speech tonight, I want to acknowledge two racial attacks that have happened in our community recently. And as your mayor, I just want to say that it's not okay to have that happen in San Leandro. It won't be tolerated here, and it's not who we are or who we represent. I remain committed to continue working with the community so that everyone feels safe and welcome in our city. So we're going to make sure that happens. Okay, and now let's talk about what makes San Leandro an amazing city that we love. On behalf of the city of San Leandro, I'd like to welcome everyone here to the State of the City address. 2015 was a year that San Leandro focused on our bones, on our infrastructure. We broke ground on various large projects and are busy preparing for the future. We are more than halfway through our general plan update. We're starting on a parking management strategy and the Bay Fair TOD plan. Add in others like the Creek Trail Master Plan and the Hazard Mitigation Plan, and you can see we're busy planning for our future. I'm proud to say that we've made significant progress on challenges that I discussed last year. Looking at our streets and roads, we will invest $2.6 million in road repairs in 2015, $4.9 million this year, and $7.5 million in 2017, all thanks to Measure HH and BB. Paving these many streets will mean we're going to go through some growing pains, and many of our streets are going to be under construction, causing some diversions, but I'm hopeful that you're as excited and also will be as patient as I will be to have renovated streets to ride our bikes and drive our cars on. We made progress on our pool plan, which aims to set aside $5 million over 5 years to pay down our unfunded liabilities. I'm proud to announce that the council has already allocated $1.75 million earlier this year. The City Council restored a position in the City Manager's office that's dedicated to expanding our communications and neighborhood services. And to make sure that we're keeping San Leandrons working, we adopted a community workforce agreement, which will result in the investment of public funds for local jobs and opportunities for high-quality jobs. I'm happy to report that our city's unemployment rate has decreased by 7% in the last 4 years. We have strengthened the city's long-term physical health by securing 5-year contracts with 4 of our employee groups that are beneficial to both parties, and this means that all employees are now paying their share of the retirement benefit. And this year, we've also seen major accomplishments, such as the City Council issuing a permit for the city's first ever medical cannabis dispensary, and a second one is on the way. AC Transit has moved forward the designs for the new bus rapid transit system, and that includes artistically enhanced stations. We broke ground on major upgrades to Siempre Verde Park and awarded a construction contract for the new play structure at Thrasher Park. The Barberly Wellness Center also opened with the assistance of a $1.25 million loan from the city. And the city deepened its partnership with the Davis Street Family Resource Center with a loan of $1.5 million to support the opening of a health center and bringing more services to those in need. 21st Amendment opened their doors, investing $28 million in their new facility, manufacturing facility, and welcomed the community to their tasting room. And finally, the Lit San Leandro infrastructure continues to expand, and the fiber optic loops in the city now total more than 20 miles. As you can see, we've been very busy this past year, but instead of just hearing it from me, I thought we'd do things a little differently than in the past years. And because seeing is believing, I'd like to begin our evening with a short video featuring your city council talking about the number of exciting projects and initiatives happening in our city. So let's take a look. I'm Mayor Pauline and I'm at the Barberly Wellness Center right across the street from San Leandro High. From the hills to the bay, San Leandro is undergoing a transformation, and that transformation has been made possible by the citizens of San Leandro and the passage of Measure HH. It's allowed us to maintain our service levels, to stabilize our budget, and also to do some fun projects that you're going to see in a minute. So on behalf of the citizens of San Leandro, the City Council, I just want to thank you for making San Leandro a great place to live, work, play, and innovate.
I'm Deborah Cox, and I'm very honored to serve as your District 1 Council member. There is an incredible energy in downtown San Leandro. Last year, cranes began lifting prefab modular units into place at Maria Alta. In just a few short months from now, work will be completed on 115 units of affordable housing. This 5-story building with underground parking is a true glimpse of the future of downtown San Leandro. The San Leandro Tech Campus, being constructed on the former Del Monte Cannery site, is a multi-phase development. This first building will house OSI Soft and will take advantage of Lit San Leandro, the city's high-speed fiber optic loop. I'm looking forward to high-quality jobs, new residential developments, additional patronage of the existing businesses, as well as the arrival of new, high-quality stores and restaurants. The city of San Leandro is going through an economic and cultural renaissance, and Maria Alta and the San Leandro Tech Campus are helping to lead the way.
I'm Vice Mayor Ursula Reed, and I'm here at the Bayfair BART station. San Leandro is booming and full of untapped potential. We are excited to start working in this area. The Metropolitan Transportation Commission has given us a grant for $440,000 to create and plan for a new Bayfair area. Housing, shopping, and multimodal transportation. The possibilities are endless. Along with our partners, Alameda County, BART, and the Bayfair Center, we have composed a team of 21 residents, business owners, and stakeholders to work together to craft a vision for the Bayfair area. These next 15 months will be full of engaging conversations, innovative ideas, and creative design. And I am eager, as the council is, to see our vision come to life.
Hi, I'm Councilmember Lee Thomas, proudly serving the people of San Leandro in the 3rd District. When San Leandro sees an opportunity, we take it. In 2010, KATCHER began construction on 63 acres, the largest development project in the city's history. The construction project generated 3,000 jobs. Since 2014, KATCHER has brought 2,900 physicians, nurses, and staff to the city. 5,000 babies have been born and 90 sets of twins delivered right here in our city. The KATCHER campus has proven to be a great partnership with the city and the region. Since 2008, KATCHER has contributed $24,000 to the beloved Cherry Festival and operates a shuttle that goes from KATCHER to BART. Working together in partnership with the San Leandro Unified School District, KATCHER hosts our high school students to shadow and observe healthcare professionals, giving our students an opportunity to explore a career in healthcare. We're excited about our partnership with KATCHER and look forward to deepening our relationship with them for many years to come.
I'm Councilmember Benny Lee, and I'm proud to announce a new platform that was launched in 2014 by our police department. The San Leandro Police Department recognized the need to outreach in multiple languages to better serve our constituency. So they chose a platform called Weibo, which is a Chinese version of Twitter. It was launched in October 2016, and today it has over 218,000 followers. Why is this important? Because of the fact that it engages people in foreign languages. They can ask questions and get answers in the language of their preference. The advantage with this is that they become more engaged with the police department. They understand the process, and we have a safer community as a result. I look forward to how we will expand to other languages so that we can engage more of the communities. So I'm very proud of our city staff and our police department for all the efforts that they've done.
I'm Councilmember Karina Lopez, and we are at Siempre Verde Park. Just a few months ago, we broke ground on what promises to be a beautiful and inclusive park for all to enjoy. The community designed and planned this new rehabilitated park. It will include double the play structures, new picnic tables, new restrooms, basketball courts, ping pong tables, a Tai Chi space, and a drought-tolerant field that will be sustained by a new well. A path will encircle the park for all to enjoy. We were able to bring this over $3 million project to fruition by leveraging Measure H and state funds. We look forward to the community enjoying a ribbon cutting when this park is completed later this year.
I'm Councilmember Jim Prola. San Francisco Bay is used for recreation and commerce by millions of people. San Leandro does its part to keep the bay clean with this wastewater treatment facility. We began treating wastewater on this site in 1938 and have expanded the facility to keep up with and exceed wastewater regulations. This year we completed a $50 million upgrade to make sure the bay is safe for wildlife and recreation for years to come. In all, over half the treatment structures on this site were modified or replaced. The work included construction of a new holding pond, which will hold water during the highest flow periods and release water during the lowest flow periods. A constant flow of water allows us to treat and dispose well within regulatory limits. San Leandro residents can rest assured that we are doing all we can to keep the bay clean.
It is really exciting to see San Leandro's energy. I want to thank all of our city staff who made this video possible, and also my colleagues who jumped right in and didn't hesitate to give it a try. Thank you. So as we look forward to 2016 and beyond, I'm pleased to announce that major progress is being made on a number of important efforts that will pay dividends to our community for the years to come. Public safety has always been a top priority for the community and the council. Tragically, we did have one homicide in our city this past year, but it's reassuring to know that our police department acted swiftly, made the arrest, and the suspect is now charged and waiting trial. 2015 was a challenging year for police departments all over the country. We've seen the strain on the relationships between the police and the communities that they serve. In San Leandro, we're making more efforts to strengthen the ties with the community. Our police department made sure to take President Obama's report on 21st century policing and evaluate how San Leandro is doing. With the help of an all-volunteer Chiefs Advisory Board, they analyzed the report and presented their findings. I'm confident that our police department is leading the way and takes the opportunity to create positive relationships with every interaction. That said, I'm proud to share that San Leandro continues to be safe, as evidenced by our 5% drop in crime citywide. We prioritize service to ensure that if crime ever happens to you, our police department is present and ready to assist you in any way they can. The department also has invested time and resources to expand their community outreach and communication strategy to ensure that the department is even more responsive and involved with the community. And that's evidenced by bringing programs such as the GREAT program to our schools. We pride ourselves in our community touch, our ability to connect one-on-one with residents. I've attended community and neighborhood meetings along with our police chief and our city staff to talk about the community policing and to provide updates on happenings in the neighborhoods all over San Leandro. And speaking of leadership, we have new leadership in our police department. A San Leandro native, Jeff Tudor, is now serving as the interim police chief. He has over 20... He has over 22 years experience in the department, working his way through the ranks, and has deep community ties. I welcome Chief Tudor and look forward to working with him in the future. And please join me in thanking him again. Okay, a challenge that I mentioned to you last year was the elimination of the city's redevelopment agency. 4 years ago, this program was channeling about $15 million into our city for the economic development, making its dissolution a huge loss to us. This past year, the city prevailed in its legal battles against the state and retained $9 million in funding for important future infrastructure projects. Although some of them will take several years to complete, I'm looking forward to the paving of San Leandro's last dirt road, Eden Road, which will improve traffic flow, benefiting the businesses in the area and also the residents of the Davis-Dress neighborhood. Other important projects that are planned for the future will include median and streetscape improvements on Doolittle and traffic calming improvements to the northern portion of MacArthur Boulevard. After 4 years, the city has finally received the approval from the state to proceed in the sale or transfer of former redevelopment agency properties, and that will open up significant development sites downtown. The San Leandro Tech Campus, Maria Alta, and the Village are the downtown projects that have become an emblem of innovation in our city. I'm happy to share that there is more to come. Earlier this year, the City Council approved an agreement for development of the former CVS site at East 14th and Callan. The project is expected to include ground floor retail and approximately 90 residential units, providing much needed new housing and helping to draw activity to the critical intersection. Development is downtown is certainly a change in the landscape, but also, have you noticed how clean it is? It really has gotten cleaner. Okay. We can thank our continued partnership with the San Leandro Improvement Association for these great improvements to the area. They continue to build on their success with maintenance and security and the activation of public spaces to make the downtown more inviting and more enjoyable for the entire community. We even have an additional police officer that is fully dedicated to the area. The Downtown Association is also an important partner. It's working with the city to continue to bring those community events such as Sausage and Suds, It's a Wonderful Night, and the Farmers Market. The progress seen in this area has been immense, and we couldn't be here without the work of those partners. We also are working to expand the very successful and free public Wi-Fi network downtown. The network runs off of the lit San Leandro backbone and will be expanding to the areas around Casa Peralta and the Cherry Festival this spring. San Leandro has welcomed the arrival of dozens of new businesses in the past year. Retail activity began to pick up with the completion of the Village Shopping Center downtown, developed by Innisfree in partnership with the city. That project includes Pete's Coffee and Habit Burger, and it quickly led to the opening of Chipotle in a long vacant storefront across the street. This year we can expect the opening of Sons of Liberty, which will bring a great new dining option, and the Cooler, a tap room serving craft beer. In the south end of town, DSW and Ulta Beauty opened at Bayfair Center, and Nothing Bundt Cakes opened at Greenhouse Marketplace. And even more retail activity will be arriving soon. Living Spaces is close to opening their furniture showroom in the former 95,000 square foot Kmart location. San Leandro continues to be a desirable location for manufacturing and tech companies, as evidenced by our 1% vacancy rate in the manufacturing area. We're also a regional leader in specialty food and beverages, including 21st Amendment, who filled the long vacant Kellogg's factory, and Joan Cleophas Quealy and Drake's to form our craft beer cluster. Copia Farms, a company that produces high-end herbs and microgreens to fuel the Bay Area's foodie culture, and Eat Club, a company that provides food services to many of the Bay Area's largest tech companies. Moving west, we continue to make solid progress on transforming our shoreline. In the months to come, we'll be holding some public meetings to obtain input for the design of the project. The last time we invested this much energy and funds in our shoreline was about 50 years ago, and I'm excited that 2016 will be a big year for the city because we're now getting into the details regarding phasing and financing of the shoreline. The city and Cal Coast, who's the developer, will be adding significant infrastructure to our city, including a conference center and hotel, restaurants, housing, and a new Mulford Branch library. Our plan is to have the new and exciting destination for everyone, young and old, to come. The project will also see important safeguards to ensure the resiliency of the development as sea level rises. We have these pauses for my health. As we look forward to the future, our city cannot ignore the challenges of housing, affordability, and homelessness. As the regional economy continues to boom and the cost of living in the Bay Area soars, it is now more important than ever for the city to ensure that our residents aren't left behind. We're developing a study that identifies the needs of our community as well as services offered by local and regional providers. It is the results of this research and the community feedback that will allow us to view our service gaps and prioritize our resources accordingly. Our council remains committed to ensuring a safety net is in place for all residents, and doing so by leveraging existing funds and services and looking for creative new ideas. This year, we granted $318,000 to local community agencies that provide a health and human services to residents in need. Additionally, city staff always searches for outside funding to leverage. To that effect, city staff secured $648,000 in grants. This safety net is crucial so that all San Leandrons can live and thrive in our city. Housing is also a major concern Bay Area-wide. While there are numerous reasons for the crisis, the lack of supply is a major driver. The number of new housing units produced in the city of San Leandro, as well as in other Bay Area cities, is failing to keep up with demand. There is a need for new housing of all types, including workforce and market rate homes and apartments. There has been increased interest in sites around the city from housing developers in the past 2 years. As a built-out city, the majority of opportunities are in our downtown area. Currently, we have about 700 new units in various stages of the planning process, with an additional 350 residential units planned for the marina. We are also setting the stage to update the city's inclusionary zoning ordinance, which requires that 15% of new for-sale housing will be affordable. Over the next year, the City Council will be evaluating this ordinance as a mechanism to create more affordable housing. We remain concerned about tenant protections and unfair displacements of our residents. The rent review ordinance, which was revised several months ago, includes some protections to tenants, and I remain committed to explore more ways to address tenant and housing issues. Given the difficulty of the rental market, finding housing for the chronically homeless can be extremely challenging too. I'm proud to announce the creation of the San Leandro Compact, an agreement between Building Futures and the Rental Housing Association to provide needed housing for 25 of San Leandro's chronically homeless residents, including wraparound services. This compact is the first of its kind in Northern California, and I'm thrilled to see the positive feedback from the community. The program launched just 2 weeks ago, and we've already housed two people so far. The availability of housing is just one piece of the puzzle. The city has invested in partnerships with service providers so that we have a continuum of care that includes a warming shelter, meals and showers, child care, health care for the homeless, and coordinated care with San Leandro Hospital. San Leandro's demographic profile continues to change as the city grows, and we are ranked as one of the most diverse cities in the nation. The needs of those who live, work, and visit San Leandro are evolving, and we are working to address this challenge. We continue to expand multilingual messaging in our meetings, documents, and outreach efforts. We are excited to announce that we have relaunched our community newsletter that will be available quarterly and online and in print. And as you know, we've also launched 3 social media pages and have people joining every day. Our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts are growing, and we're gathering feedback on the type of information you want reported. I invite everyone to search for our pages and interact with us online. We look forward to connecting with you. Arts and culture they form the backbone of a vibrant, well-rounded community, and San Leandro is placing a major emphasis on expanding public art and culture. In the years ahead, we will complete another round of utility box art, both including wraps and live painted boxes, and long overdue redesign of many of our decorative street banners. We also look forward to the installation of an interactive exhibit in Joaquin Plaza that has been designed through a partnership with the San Francisco Exploratorium. We continue to invest in our historical assets, such as the Casa Peralta, and to beautify our spaces, such as the artistic additions made to 880 Davis and Marina interchanges. The San Leandro Arts Commission will be hard at work this year on a public arts master plan. This community-driven project will ensure that we have long-term vision for art throughout San Leandro, ensuring that we continue to create great art projects in the future. And speaking of art, Truth and Beauty statue will be installed in the San Leandro Tech campus later this year. This 55-foot steel sculpture will be the landmark piece that will bring international attention to our city. Stationed right next to the downtown San Leandro BART station, Truth is Beauty will ensure that every BART passenger knows that they are passing through a very special city. Our commitment to combating climate change is stronger than ever. The city is working on a comprehensive energy and water resources saving program covering multiple municipal operations that include converting all remaining street lights to LED, installing LED lighting in city buildings and facilities, integrating lighting controls and sensors in city buildings so that we can monitor the usage and control lighting remotely, furnishing 14 city parks with water-based irrigation controls and exploring new ways of utilizing treated water, and installing a solar project at our water pollution control plant. And finally, following the success of last year's Solar Week, the city began exploring the development of a citywide renewable energy microgrid project with an international energy company, furthering our legacy as a smart city. We received word this Friday that the Zip Power of San Leandro is being recommended for a $1.5 million grant from the California Energy Commission that enables us to partner with OSI Soft and PG&E and other institutions to design a sustainable and resilient community through a renewable energy microgrid. And we will continue to explore ways to give San Leandrons their choice of energy suppliers by taking a close look at the county's Community Choice Energy Plan. By exploring these two options, we position ourselves as a resilient and independent city with the ability to control our energy future. We continue to build on our successes, and I'm excited to report that we launched our groundbreaking downtown Wi-Fi system and expanding it now to our senior center right here as we are sitting here. I'm also excited to report that 15 schools will soon be connected to Lit San Leandro, the city's fiber optic network. Okay, in conclusion, we are a city that balances challenges with proactive solutions. We were facing a financial cliff, and Measure HH allowed us to maintain our service levels and invest in our infrastructure. We continue to work closely with our city neighbors, our state and federal partners, and the community so that we can position ourselves for the future. We invest in our partner organizations and make sure that we can build a city that our children and our grandchildren want to call home. We are proud of what makes San Leandro such a livable city. Our unique combination of geography, services, and people make us a city that we are today. I'm excited to explore new opportunities and challenges this year and to make San Leandrons proud. And in closing, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Innisfree Company, AC Transit, San Leandro Hospital, Bridge Housing, Kaiser Permanente, East Bay Mud, and Davis Street Wellness Center. Thank you to my fellow council members, our city manager, Chris Zapata, as well as staff from his office, including Eric Engelbart, VIVEROS-WALTON, and Caroline Hernandez, for working with me to get this message out. I want to applaud them. And a special thank you to my family for the steady support they've given me as mayor, for the advice they so willingly give me about the needs of the city, and the events they attend with me. It is gratifying to see my family so involved and excited to help. And a special thank you to my husband, Scott, for his understanding about the amount of time I'm away and what it takes to do this job. So thank you to our past councils, to board members, to commissioners, to business partners, school districts, our city staff and community partners, and most important, thank you to our residents for all that you do to make San Leandro such a wonderful place in which to live, work, play, learn, and don't forget, innovate. Thank you and good night.